what's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Cookup Collection. God is for me. Thank you for rocking with your boy John Valiant, Valiant Praise Productions. This message is brought to you by King's Armor. Suit up with the full armor. Make sure you get equipped. All right, so check it out. So here we are. I want to share a scripture with you guys because the music is so important. It's so great. It's what we build upon. But actually, what we build upon is the word. And so shout out to 180 Ministries and Briella and Joe Hensley and Pastor Tony Perry and just the family at large. There's so many people I want to shout out when I start shouting people out, such as the Straight Backs, such as Jake and Isaiah, the farm program, such as just yourselves, people who have been rocking, people who have been watching, people who have been supporting, people who have been sowing, people that have been praying. Thank you guys. It all matters. So anyway, here we are. Psalms 138 and 8. Just leave you something to think about before we get into this music. It says that in the day when I cried out, you answered me, made me bold with strength in my soul. In the day I cried out, you answered me and made me bold with strength in my soul. And it just speaks to the fact that God is for you. And when we cry out, the things he does sometimes the situation doesn't change immediately, but he can give us peace, he can give us boldness, he can give us strength inside of the situation, whatever that is. So the psalmist here is, in the day when I cried out, you answered me and made me bold with strength in my soul. And that's just a comforting thought. So anyway, we're gonna get into this and we're gonna recap. So all right, so now tuned in. Here we are. If you guys remember where we left off in episode 2, we left with this. Some light piano and some guitar. We got the tempo, if you remember. God is for me, he's not against me. I will hold to the hands he is for me. When I'm broken, he will fix me. I will call on the name of the Lord. For me, he's not against me. I will. Yeah. When I'm broken, he will fix me. I will call on the name of the Lord. So anyway, that's where we left off. Okay, so now fast forward. Now we're bouncing this into the beat. Now we're going to take you guys behind. So behind the scenes, and thank you for tuning in. Yo, what's good? So check it out. So now we're getting into the sampling. So you caught up to speed on where we're at. So now we're going back into the program. Now that's what I use to sample. So that's a major key if you want to get into kind of doing similar stuff. So if you're in your DAW, you download this free sampler. It's awesome. It's pretty awesome. You see what we were able to do. It's called Momentum. So here we are. So I load up this in my plugin browser, and then I got I got Momentum. Wait, it's my instruments. Boom. This Momentum right there. Load it in, and boom, here we go. So Momentum is simple like this. So I think it brought me 2 instances of it. But either way, here we go. All right, yo, welcome back. So this was one of those situations where off camera I had to figure something out. And so I spent a lot of time before you see this part right here, figuring this out, because I couldn't get my Momentum to load and put in my sample. So what I realized is that you can't bounce MP3 files into Momentum. You have to bounce WAV files. And I remember that from a previous time, but so this makes sense. So I was trying to drag a MP3. So I had somebody tell me, he's like, I know you don't show everything. You do stuff. I'm like, it takes more work than what I show on the camera. But you're right. There is more to it than usually what you see in these videos. And sometimes it's just figuring stuff out. So God is for me. God is for me. Soul sample. The wave. Here we go. The wave. Okay. So now we got the wave file, and it should be in there. Slice. Yeah, here's a slice. Okay. Now I can go through. So you can see these are the potential. You have a crazy sample, you can really get really creative with what's. So come on, sampling is nothing new. We're just now we're making it. We're going through the process, making our samples, now building it and building it out into a song. So anyway, so I went through, and it took me some time of figuring stuff out. I'm still getting used to this app myself, but I went through, and then I got to this final product right here. Guys for me, guys for me. So that's kind of a foundation we're working with, and this sounds great. It's good. We'll clean it up as we go. Then what I did next is I bumped up into play beat. I bumped up into play beat here. And these are, let me see if I can get back to my sounds. So this is what I have going on with play beat. So let's solo this. So like you play around with it based off of what so you can randomize the steps, the density, so how many times per note is hit, the volume, the flam, the panning, it's in the minimum, maximum. It's a pretty handy tool. You know, you can really get really good grooves, rhythmic grooves without using loops or anything. Like you can build them yourself. You can add like your own samples into this. So it's pretty fun and pretty powerful. This play beat, it's quite a few drum sequencers out there. So anyways, I'm gonna undo all of this. So this is where we're at. Okay. So now how we have what I'm leaving with today, I'll come back later and I'll come back to this. But so far for this, it's gonna be so exciting. So far what I have is this. Now keep in mind, these are the steps of the process that we took so far. So we took the video, we took the audio out of the video, we found the tempo, and then we attached some instruments to accompany that bare vocal sample. Okay, we bounced that over, and then we put it into a sampler. We chopped it up, we chopped the voice up, and made some like a contemporary sound out of the voice. Now we added this drum. Now I see it out, and then I bounced the drum sequence into the program, and so this is what we have so far. Okay, hold on. Yeah. That's fun.